actually make these. But I said that I would actually show how to make these actually here on YouTube. But I want to show you what I have been making. And if you have not made these before, give you a chance to make these um, here on YouTube to give you some fun examples. Now I'm planning on making quite a bit of these to make for um, my my yard for Halloween this year. Normally, I don't tend to share what I do for Halloween. Hi, guys. Um, so I thought I'd maybe share something new that I'm going to be doing. And I have a couple other things that I'll be showing. One new thing that I'll be sharing is coming up on my Facebook page first. But I do have this new camera, so bear with me. Now, I have already did something. These are the cheap skeletons from the skeleton garland at the Dollar Tree. Now I have already antiqued them. Now I use my antiquing gel that I buy at Home Depot and Lowe's. I have used them for years now. They have now dried. So I'm only going to make one. Now these are already prepared for me to use with you guys. Let me see if I can get a little closer. I'm trying this new clip, so I'm hoping that it works well. Now, this is the first one I did make. This is now so far my king. So it came out pretty cool. Let me see if I can bring my light over a little better here. It's just a quick wear, and I do have how-to on all three of these. I did make them live on Facebook, so if you want to see how I made each one of these, feel free to go over to the Facebook page. It is the same here as the YouTube channel, but it's broken into three different words. So it is Charming Custom Crafts in three different words on Facebook. So each one of these are made individually. There's video 1 and 2. No, well, I did the first two on YouTube or Facebook, and then the third one I made individually, and then I have not shared it yet, so you guys get to see it first. So this is so far the king. It does have crow feathers, which are so-called crow feathers. They could also be rooster feathers, some moss, peacock feathers, some satin, some Halloween stuff, some jacked up lace, and I just stuck on my hot glue gun, so bear with me. And this is some tubing from Halloween, and I'll get to some of that stuff. Now, I do plan on, and just use leftovers. It's the greatest thing in the world. So I don't know if I can see some of the comments live. So this may be an hour-long video just to show you one. So that is the first one I made live, and I did part 1 and part 2. This is the second one that I made. Now I did put lights on this. Each one of mine are actually going to have lights, but I just put a sample light on here. I do tend to keep the lights from the sample lights that they share at Halloween and Christmas. They throw them away and I get so mad. I usually use them for ornaments, but if you're going to show little things to people when it comes to ornaments, most of the light ones, unless it connects into your lights, you have to press anyway. I'm actually going to be taking this one off because I'm actually going to put a battery operated one to it. But this one has skull beads. It was all antiqued. And yes, I put liquid pearl and Stickles glitter glue on some of this. These are made from the silk leaves. And then again, it's antiqued, and you can see some of the rib cage. And the reason why I antiqued it is to give that more age. And then this has some tulle in it and some crinoline, and I put some boots. But I did put a light on the back, and so that it lights it up. So it is my dead fairy number 2. Now the one that I have not shared that I did make, and this one, as you guys are following me on Facebook, I did make this wings with vellum. And my neighbor actually loves this one. This is my female, and these are all my scrap stuff. Now I ended up burning the vellum, aged the vellum, antiqued it, and then aged it, and then used some of my, let me see if I can pull it out. I know I have it. This is my copper H2Os, sparkling copper H2Os. It's a I use my water markers, water brush markers. So I had a little fun with that and some bling mesh. The lace I burn up with my lighter. to give it more of that old age stinky kind of color. So it did burn up the um, and bubbled up the wings. I had some fun with it. Used some liquid pearl as a shoe at the bottom. Did also put some of the skulls on this one and a little more to where you can see the ribs. Of course, some moss on it. I do not have any lights on it quite yet. Again, if you guys are watching me on Facebook as well now here on YouTube, you're going to have some fun with this. And again, if you're watching my D-stashes, you're going to see me go in and out on them. I will be doing D-stashes this week and next. If you do not see my D-stashes after a while on here, and this is all individual, I know I'll be doing D-stashes this week and next week. There might be a gap of 2 weeks because of me prepping my yard for Halloween because I am the scary house. If it was my big yard, I'd already be prepping it. And my husband's like, they're starting to decorate down the street. So I took my motorcycle and drove around the neighborhood, and they suck. It's cute. I am getting the neighborhood to liven up more. So here is Dead Fairy number 1, Dead Fairy number 2, and now introducing again Dead Fairy number 3. Each one of them are unique in its own way. So that's the greatest thing about this. So now I'm going to make a new one. I do plan on making many, many, many of them. But I want to show you what I purchased the other day. And I wanted to buy more feathers, and I know I have a few other ones. But I got really mad because I wanted to buy different color feathers, and I was infuriated by the price of feathers. You get like maybe 10 of different feathers, kind of like chicken feathers. And I keep telling my mom to send me some more from her chickens. Um, and I tend to use them up when she sends them. But I was mad because it was like $5 for these feathers. And I'm just going, this is ridiculous. Even with a 50% off coupon, that's just crazy. But since it's Halloween and they have some of these stupid things, they had one of those, quote, crow wreaths. And I'm like, okay, it was 50% off. And I'm going, okay, that's got a crap load of feathers on it. And I'm going, yeah. Joann's had one of those 25% off sale and regular price as long as it wasn't doorbuster. So I'm like, I'm grabbing that because it was $15 instead of 30 with 25% off. It was 250 off the 10 with another 250 off the 5. So that was $1.25 off. So I got 375 off of it. So it came down like 25, something like that. 11.25. 11.75, whatever it was. But I told the lady, I said, just go ahead and break it off because I was leaving the eye doctor, and I'm from minutes to an hour drive from here. It's where we originally were. So I just keep my eye doctor there since I only go once a year. And I have to go by a certain time every year because of my the laser. I had PRK done in my eyes a long, long time ago. So to keep my warning, I have to go. So there's a Michael's right on the corner, and since they dilate my eyes, I always go over there. The ironic part is I can never read the prices, so I always have to let other people read. But the writing was pretty big on this, and I thought I told her just to break it in half, and she's looking at me like I'm freaking crazy. I'm like, no, seriously, I'm riding my motorcycle. Just break it in half. She's like, you're crazy. I was like, okay, nope. So I want to show you. This is the big wreath. I mean, you can see my mat. This thing is, what is it, 16-inch wreath. I told her just to snap it in half. She's like, are you kidding? No, no. So I'm actually going to take the crow off, but I'm going to actually use the wings for this one. So I'm going to snap the crow off. I'm going to pull the feathers later. But I know I got my money's worth just on the feathers on this one. And I'm just going to use the wings for the purposes of this video. I'm going to pop the feathers off of this crow. I might use the beak off of this one too, because I am using all kinds of materials. This might be like the evilest one that I do. But see, I'm going to get all these feathers that is on this off the wreath. So there is a ton of them. So if you're looking to make a bunch of feathers or fairies and you want to make them seriously all evil, go get this thing while it's on sale and then look for those extra coupons. And I'm enjoying having on. And if you jack up the feathers a little bit, don't worry about it. But I really like that beak. I want to take the beak off. I don't know if I can get the beak off. That's kind of plastic. It's a mold. It's a blow mold. Maybe I'll use that for something later. So if the feathers are a little jacked up, that just makes it a little more wicked anyway. But I'm in love with these wings. I thought, I'm going to use these. Totally going to use these. I'm going to make another skeleton with it. And I thought, well, for this video's purpose, I'm going to use them. It's just so because it's an easy one. The other ones are a little more intricate for me to do for a video. The ladies and gents that follow me on my Facebook page know that. So I thought, okay, this one would be cool. Each one of my fairies are different. So I thought, okay, dun, da, da, da. This one's going to be cool. Every one of them, I keep saying that, but this one is like the Armageddon style Reaper. And I thought, I'm going to make this one a Reaper. So I am going to use, now I thought I brought out my satin, and I actually brought out my silk, and it's really hard to burn silk and it'll catch on fire. So I want to make sure I have my satin out, which is really bad not to use satin, because if you burn satin or silk, it will burn rather than melt. The easiest way to tell that is from the back half of it. It is more of a scratchy sheen. So I'm getting out my, I'm going to be making spiders. And I say that because you're going to get an idea of my addition this year to my yard. So there's a difference. This is not scratchy. So I do burn. So I'm going to make this one sort of my Reaper. And it's just a random cut. Just, I'm having a little bit of fun. I know it's late on here, but there's a reason why I go for swatches. I always have a lot of this stuff floating around because I make melted flowers, and I do have videos on that. If you guys want to see them, I'll post the link below. Otherwise, look up keywords with my channel and you'll find it. Melted flowers with my channel name, and you'll find it. So it all is going to go together. So I'm going to see. I want to make a Grim Reaper. I want to see if I want to do it this way or not. And remember, he's dead, and I make him kind of holy, not like holy, but holy. So I'm just going to melt around the edges. Now I'm going to do this off a screen because it's a lot easier for me, and I have this torch. Yeah, it's definitely satin. Satin is not a natural product. That's a reason it won't burn. It'll melt. It doesn't mean it won't smoke. And I do not want it to smoke in front of you guys. So, do you see it smoking? I'm not smoking on camera, but I do smoke. This is smoking. I think maybe I might just put them on it and burn it while it's on. I like it jacked up because it makes it old looking and like it's been aged and decomposing. I gotta be careful because of the feathers, and the feathers will definitely catch on fire. So I'm gonna make this one. I think it's gonna be a Reaper. I think it'll be awesome as a Reaper. The fan's not helping. Some people use candles. Sometimes I use candles, but I do teach all three methods of how to melt flowers or satin to flowers. And all I'm doing is edging it, basically. It's the same way I do petals. It's basically rounding them so it don't fray. If you guys are seeing what I'm doing. Okay. Now I will make it more funky once I get the edges done. So in other words, I'm making a great big petal. So I know not a whole lot are going to catch this until after I get this up, only because when I have the time I do this and I don't feel like going to bed yet. But for those, I wanted to give you a little bit of update that keep up with me with my animals. I got woken out of a dead sleep last night. My littlest dog, Rose, had a major seizure. And if you're wondering how I know that, I am epileptic. She had a major grand mal, so I have to, she's almost 12, and I need to take her into the vet tomorrow. So, little Chihuahua. All right, so I think I edged it enough. I think I probably put it down because they don't have hair. I put it down and over. Make this one kind of simple, right? I still got to moss him a little bit. Now, before you go any further, this is one thing I have to tell you. If you're going to make him to where he moves, he's pliable in the arms, I highly suggest that you do it. Generally, I tell you before you age it, but make sure you do it now. I tell you to do it before it's aged, but I didn't do it because I was in a rush. And I say that because if you don't, you start doing other things to it, it's not going to work. Now, this already has pliability to it because you can pop the legs off, but the kneecaps don't. So you want to get some flexibility. Now's the time. Just be careful you don't snap it. I might drape him in the front too. I think I will. I think we'll do some draping in the front, so I need to cut another little piece off. We'll put some draping in the front a little bit. Some freakish, weird, like a trapezoid piece. Right. Let's trim that up a bit. Measure him out. Like I said, I do each one of them a bit different. I think that's freakish enough because it's going to be a little bit burn up anyway when I get to it. Again, if I'm a little bit off camera, that's because it is a torch lighter. To a point I have better control of it. And all I'm doing is making sure it does not fray, though at the same time I will not necessarily fray it, but I will melt it down when it's on a little bit more. Because I'll put like holes in, kind of like the female that I've already done. I do have plans to make very specific ones. My daughter requested a certain one, and you guys are going to love it, but I'm not going to do a video directly on that one because I'm going to have to get very detailed in it, and you guys are going to absolutely love it. I'll let your imagination go on how to make that one. Okay, this is edge here. It's getting hot under my fingers, and I broke a nail off today, and I'm not happy. I was moving my pot. I have starting to move my plants around in the front because I'm starting to look at possibly prepping the yard. All right, so just drape in the front. Now, I think I'm going to start putting him together a little bit. Let's see if my hot glue is ready. Now, I'm going to breastplate him. Now, remember, I'm going to melt him a little bit down in with, let me put that down in there. He's going to get melted up. That's going to get holy. Technically, you don't have to with a Reaper, but remember, I'm really jacking these up some, and more details go in. If you have cobwebs, you can leave them on when you use your hot glue. If you don't have to. And that's only, and don't worry about your wings first, or you can make holes in the back. Now, it doesn't matter to me because, actually, I might put the wings on first on this one and then drape it over. Yeah, I'm going to put the wings on first on this one. Normally I just drape it up and over. Yeah, we're gonna snap these together again, and it's use what you got. I mean, I've been using all kinds of things. Paper punch, die cut, use your electric machine. I'm just making each one of them different. I have the feathers here. I have bunches of people that want me to make these. I will make them for somebody if they want me. I'll sell them to you. I'll do each one for something like not a little bit less than this one. I do about $8. If you want lights, I'll do 12 plus shipping, and I'll do say 2 for 20 plus shipping. They're not hard to make, but it's the timing for me. I can't make one like this because I only have one wings for it. Now remember, you got to do the shoulder blades and the spine because it's got to have enough go. I mean, you guys can use E6000, but I can tell you right now, the time consumption on it drying is going to be long. But if you're using them for the inside of the house, it's just fine. I will go back in and tag these video with keywords. I have so many videos that I have not yet tagged with keywords. That's the reason why there's not a lot of hits on them. I probably have about 300 of them now. I haven't been posting as many videos. I thought I'm going to wait to share these fairies until I do these. I thought about it, but well, I'll just wait. So he's going to be a little bit freakish. Now, I'm going to glue him a little bit down to the side, maybe in the middle, because I'm going to taper him in a little bit. See where it's rubbing against his ribs? I'm probably going to melt it down in here. And I need another glue stick. I'm going to be doing a lot of different things, and I normally don't share my projects so much at Halloween because I like to keep my secrets sometimes. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to have a little bit more fun with y'all this year. I usually just do my cards. So I'm going to do some more projects. But if you follow me on Facebook, you guys have already seen me make this. This one's a little bit different. Like I said, I'm doing them all different. So now I'm going to drape. And again, let's see if I can maybe get to another one. Maybe. I don't know if I can get the... I might have to cut part of this off and drape down this way. Maybe I might have to do like the hoodie different. Let's do the hoodie different. I think the hoodie needs to be different down over the back. Right? I think the hoodie should be. So I'm going to need some glue down in the side here. And then down around that side. It's all about working with how it flows. We'll get to putting it around each spot here. I'm going to do around his head now. It's all about having fun. These things are just the greatest things to interpret different ways with the material. You never sometimes know how you're going to do these. You get kind of an idea and an inkling. Anybody can make these. Put your kids to work. They can help you. If they're younger, have them pick out materials. If they're in their teens, let them loose. Let them have fun and go pick out some lights. Put them in a jar. Put them like you would like butterflies, and post them to a board. These are like the coolest things. See now how his face is coming around. Now we'll put some like red eyes on him or something. Now we will take his drape, and I can put it on both sides of him. And now that I have it, I will split it up the middle. See, go with the flow. You have to go with how it goes with you. The cobwebs drive you crazy. This is the Angel of Death. Got to love it. I'm catching y'all on football night, and it's my Monday. Your guys' is Sunday now. Going into Monday, which is my Tuesday. And again, I have not done a live video here on YouTube in a while. And let's see how this is going to work. I may have to do it more this way. I'll do it upside down. Again, the cobwebs drive me crazy. It catches to my fake nails. It's because I have gold on them this time. And my nail broke. I'm moving a pot, and I just had them done. Again, I'm not gonna push getting them done because I go crazy for Halloween. It's the one time a year that I go bonkers. And then the day after Halloween, I get everything done and pulled out for Halloween. It gets done, redone very quickly, and then I go simple nails until Christmas. And then I go crazy again. Okay, see how I'm doing this on the back? So I gotta kind of go. Again, it doesn't matter on hot glue because you're not gonna see it when I get done. I'm going to put a shout out to Whitney, longtime follower, lost Grandpa. If you guys are a follower and have been on for a long time, you know who Whitney is. And Grandpa, which is a former Marine, so Semper Fi, went to heaven today. God bless him. And Whitney, she's taken care of her grandparents her whole life. She was raised with them. Lost her grandmother when she was 18. She's taken care of her grandfather ever since. Her mother was an easy bake oven, as she told us, always told us. That's all she can say. She doesn't even like calling her mother. Look how cool he's turning out to be. Now I got to do the same thing to this side. The back's not going to matter because eventually it's going to get covered. I'm going to cover it with moss a little bit anyway. See if I can keep this one. Now it's going to get more complicated for me to do it while I'm showing you guys, so I might have to come off screen a little bit. I got to go back behind the rib cage and the hip bone. Doing this right. Yeah. Gotta squeeze it in there. So almost where I can show you guys, so I apologize. There we go. Put that under the hip. Miss Whitney You're definitely in my thoughts. G-Paul was a great guy. He always cared so much about me and my husband. Worried about us, especially when my husband was deployed. Okay, so I definitely would love this project. So look at my Reaper. Doesn't he look badass? I love my Reaper. Okay, so now for me to burn it, I got to be super, super careful of the wings because the wings will definitely catch on fire. So I am going to definitely do this away from the screen because I got to be careful. It's still melting. You see Ray's kid. I like the fact you can see his ribs, even if it melts it in more. I love that. Hot, hot, hot. I'm going to kind of curl this one this way. Gotta keep it away from the feathers. Let it burn a little bit. Alright, that makes them freaky. I'd melt this down a little bit. Heat gun would be better. Okay, so he's melted enough in my opinion, because you can see right there, I mean, you can see his backbone and his ribs. So it's up to mossing him, and I have everything stuck to the side here. I just got to dig because I had to move the stuff for, what's in the bag? Oh, that's my spider stuff. That's going to be moved. Okay, here's my moss. I had to move everything to the side for my de-stash video, so I'm going to be going back and forth with stuff, so I'm just going to randomly put moss on them. You know, I can put the stuff on and then move it back, let it sit and soak and cool off. And then I can tear it off. That's the greatest thing about this. Now, when it comes to like something like the Grim Reaper, I don't have to worry about any extra details because he is the Grim Reaper. I can put like a holiness to him to a point. Maybe a fog effect to him. Because he is kind of holy to a point, evil. I've been using the tweezers so that I don't get... Again, I'm putting big pieces on only so that I don't get too sticky on me. And I'm just sticking pieces on. And then I'll tear them off here in a second. Oh, see. And then I have a piece here. Maybe stick that up underneath his neck. This way I can stick it up in there too. Like this piece I can probably leave in there. You can see where that, this one should be cool enough. Here in a second. I'll leave that in there for a second or two. Now I can put some moss to the back. Tear it up a little bit. And that could help cover some of this. Just stick that up in here. And you can use Spanish moss. I do have a lot of Spanish moss around here. I do live in Florida, so I have sort of luxury, but you got to kind of worry about it here because of the bugs. Because we have a lot of it, but I do plan on using some this year. And a great piece. So this way I don't have a lot on him. You don't want to put a lot on him, not on him. I'm not putting a lot on him. You know, I've been on here about 40 minutes. I think he's pretty evil looking. No, I could put a light on him. I think I can. Let me put this up. I put the light on him. Put this other skeleton in. I hate getting this stuff on me because it kind of freaks me out. Let's see about how holy I can make him. I had to go back through and pull some stuff out. I'm not sure if I want to do this. Because he's kind of holy, but not really holy. I think maybe just the light for him and then just the eyes, because I think it'd be too much. Let me pull some lights for him. He will be battery operated. I don't know if I have any lights per se already, or batteries. These are warm white. Do I have any white lights? Those are orange. Those are Christmas ones. I think I need batteries in that one. Ultra slim. Those are not white. Two double A. How many's in this one? Silver wire. Okay, I'm gonna have to go get some batteries. I think I'd have that in here, but I don't. I have to go down to the Dollar Tree and get me some more lights. Because that's the one thing that normally I don't get my lights there, but I usually spend the money on getting some good lights. Because I don't use them very often. I use them, but I don't use them. Well, these are the wire lights. You can pretty much get them about anywhere anymore. I might have to go get some batteries. You might have to bear with me so I run into the other room. I just got to untangle the end. Got the silver one because I think the gold wire would be too much. Because I'm going to light this sucker up. The other one I'm going to end up changing out because I really want to light up all of them. Every one of mine are going to light up. Because I want them to be seen, so I need some double or triple A. Double A. So I'm going to set this here in front of y'all. And I'm going to light up put that on his back. Because I'm going to have him all over my yard. See if anybody knows this. So Deal with me, and I'm going to walk into the other room. Hi, honey. And I'm still live, so give me a minute. I'm going into my living room. Where we keep the batteries. There we go. Put these in my room. Okay. Make sure you get bed in time. You gotta be at work. Alrighty. I keep finding dead frogs all over my house. These itty bitty frogs. Because Justin is now into bringing me presents. And he's got this new thing lately where he likes to bite me. And I better have a tool here. And I'm going to get really upset if I don't. And I believe I do. This is my tiny one. Oh, welcome. If you're joining, I hope you watch the beginning part of this video. And this may not be my tiny one. I may have to go get. And again, I guess it really doesn't matter so much if I tear it. But at Halloween, my husband makes me take all the batteries back out because he worries about all of my stuff. Leaving batteries in, plus he wants the batteries back. There's some that I can't get the batteries out. Come on. This is my tiniest one. I always keep one, and I thought maybe I had a tinier one. Did I take it out? I might have taken it out. Nope. I would be mad if I had to go searching for that at this point. I think I can slide the battery in. Let's see if I can do this one. Okay. This one's my really cool dead fairy. I suggest making them for Halloween. They're pretty fun to make. This battery's going to give me a pain because of stupid damn little itty bitty. It's like, what do they think you? And I know I damn well have one of those itty bitty screwdrivers. Or Phillips. Ow, ow. I just needed to get it in there. Come on, turn at least. There we go. Be nice and turn. Watch me flip another nail off. Ah, yay, got it. Bringing out all these little things that I can use for tools, right? All right, so we're going to light up the Grim Reaper fairy. So I'm going to put it up in there. I'm going to put him up in him. See if I can get it up in his head. I'm lighting every one of my fairies. I just didn't show that so much in my other ones. Maybe I'll just put it up in there. I want to put this one up in its head. I just had it up in there. Why is it being mean to me? Y'all saw that go up in there, right? It wasn't just me. See if I can hook it up in there. Maybe I have to need to assist to put it up in there. Where's my tweezers? I just have. Did I put them away? Watch me find my tweezers when I'm done, and they're right here in front of me. That's the way it always works. There, he went up right up underneath him. There, gotta see it? I like that. I want his chest to light up. Make his abdomen light up. Pull this back a little bit. Where is his cape in the front here? Up underneath his wing, I think I can get it down underneath at least one of them and back over. That evil little wing guy. Down under a wing. Under the cape. Now remember, it's not going to matter so much about how much it's seen the wire is, because it's going to be hidden at night. And remember, Halloween's all about theatrics. So we're going to see him pretty much only at night. So let me wrap this a little bit more between his legs. Kind of like giving him a little bit of a girdle. Put his drape back down. Now, we're going to glue this down. Now again, I'm going to do this to each one of them. I'm going to take that other one off that I have to push on and make every single one of them light up like this. Now this one's actually quicker than all the ones that I do because I get into more details. Okay, so he's lit up. Alexa, turn off the craft room fan. Alexa, turn off the craft room light. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show you him without the light on. Now, you can't see him. Let's flip the light on first on this sucker. Let's turn his head a little bit. Now, imagine seeing this little sucker at night and I can move him. There's my Grim Reaper. My little fairy lit up. This is the reason why I burn it a little bit so you can see in his rib cage. And then getting it up in here. Still lighting up his wings, still being somewhat magical, but dead. So there's my Grim Reaper. Dead Grim Reaper fairy. He obviously came to kill. All right, guys, so there. And I'm going to show you my other ones. Alexa, turn on craft room light. And I just keep covering my floor. So that is Dead Fairy number 4. So I have this one. I still have to light this one up. This one I'm going to relight because that is a push one. That's third one. Here is my 4th one. Remember, the wings are with feathers on this one. Wings are with leaves on this one. Wings are with vellum on this one. Wings are with crow wings on this one. So each one of my fairies are different. And so which one do you like? Again, I'll be making so many more. And these are just 4 of them. My mom wants one. My sister wants one. My daughter wants one. I might make one for my other brother because he thinks they're kind of cool. But I plan on, I have 3 more here, and then I'm going to go buy a couple more packs, at least 1 more pack for me. So I'll probably have these 4 plus these 3. These 3 I might set aside. I might make 8 for me in total. So I don't know. I mean, I'm really enjoying doing these. I get a chance to sit down and enjoy them. My neighbors are digging them. So I think they're nice little details that are going to be around the yard that when people come up, they're going to go, oh my God, what is that? And they're going to get close to it and go, oh my God, that's a fairy. So again, enjoy it. These are great little pieces to add. They're a little heavy, but again, these are, 4 for $1 skeletons at the Dollar Tree. Again, I got the wreath, half price. It was $15. That was half price. And then I got a 25% off total purchase as long as it wasn't doorbuster. So, 25 off of 10 is $2.50, and off of 5, it was $1.25 off. That's $3.75 off of 15. So I got all those feathers and those wings. So that made this one special. And I got all those feathers to make more. So I can make a killer amount, even if I just did basic wings and some moss and some little things. So it's just all the little things for my little stuff and little bits and pieces. And I think they're cool. Thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for more Halloween goodies, okay? And again, thanks, guys. And I'm out.